Okay, hey everybody, this is Demon Dante with Console Watch. I'm just here to give you do a little bit of update on the effects of Moira in the game right now. One thing I do want to point out is that there was a recent bug release by Blizzard saying that Moira has been bugged since the beginning of the game, which I'm very upset to hear since I'm a Moira main and I freaking love Moira. She's just the best hero in the game. But this will hurt Moira if it does go live. Apparently, Moira's Biotic Grasp, her healing portion of it, was not supposed to go through barriers as in Reinhardt's shield or Rissa's shield, Winston's shield. It's not supposed to go through shields. It's supposed to hit the shield like May's little ice blast does, which is just I don't want to hear that. I don't want that to go through. I'm hoping that they decide not to change that, because if they change that, it's severely gonna change the current meta right now, which is the triple and quad tank, which is really strong with Moira in the game right now. Lucio and Moira are probably one of the two strongest healers at doing this right now. You can do it with the Zen and a Moira, but Lucio is just really good at bursting the tanks through the choke and pushing all of the DPS up. Another thing I want to just point out real quick before we get into the real meat of this video is Jeff Kaplan did recently release a video explaining how the Year of the Dog will be starting. I do believe it starts on Thursday, since we already have a message on the PlayStation saying they'll be doing server maintenance on Thursday. I'm going to guess that's when the Year of the Dog goes through. Cool thing about that is they are releasing a new map. It is like Chateau Guillard, where it's just game type specific. It's going to be in Thailand. And it's going to be game time specific for Capture the Flag. Just like last year where they released Capture the Flag as new game mode, this will be specific for that. They are also doing something that they did with Lucio Ball and making it a competitive game mode, where there is a competitive portion of it where you can, rank up just like you do in regular competitive, but just for Capture the Flag, which I actually think is kind of cool. I think I'm going to try to do that a lot this weekend. Maybe stream it on my, by the way, I'm going to be streaming on Twitch, so you can check me out there. The link is going to be down in this description. Anyway, so that's going to be kind of cool, I guess. They are also going to be changing the rules for Capture the Flag. They are going to be changing it's where there's no longer going to be draws. Now it's going to be where if both teams are in the same point, the game is ended, it's basically going to go into what's called sudden death. They're going to move the flags closer together, and they're going to be easier for each other to capture them. They're much closer on the map. I don't know exactly how this is going to work on the other maps that are part of it. Maybe the competitive mode will only take place on the one in Thailand. We won't know until Thursday. But that's one change. The other change is that they are making it to where all movement abilities will make you drop the flag. So no more Sombra sneaking onto the point and picking up the flag and then disappearing and running across the map. Tracer can't blink. Winston can't jump. Pharah can't fly. Things like that. I'm sure Lucio could probably still use his speed aura, but he might not be able to amp it up. Moira can't fade, for instance. Reaper can't teleport, and so on and so forth. That will just immediate drop. The other thing is that the pickups are going to be instant, which is going to be kind of cool and make the matches a little bit, more competitive. Not as drawn out or as quick. You're not going to have a Winston jumping onto the point and bubbling and picking up the flag and taking off. Anyway, that was the update of the game today. They're also releasing some skins. They did show the Widowmaker skin. It looks really cool. I believe you said there's 6 new legendary skins with that. But anyway, that's what the updates for today. Update for me, however, is that I did start a Patreon. You can go on there if you want. Check it out. I will be doing live streams from now on Twitch, and I'm going to be trying to upload more videos on YouTube for gameplays and other Overwatch related stuff, as well as Fortnite and God of War and other things that come out. But anyway, so the meat of the video I want to talk about is a Moira gameplay educational seminar, basically on how to play Moira properly, at least in my opinion. I see a lot of people, at least at my rank, who seem to be playing Moira not effectively. in turns. The first thing that you want to make sure you're always doing is your Biotic Orbs are Moira's most important, most useful trick in her book. One of the things that you want to make sure you're doing is you're conserving, whether you're using the damaged version of it or the healing version of it. The healing version of it is extremely powerful, especially when you're dealing with balled up groups like this. A lot of Moira players seem to just throw out the damage orb whenever it's up, doing damage, which is great and all, except for it doesn't do a lot of burst damage, where her healing orb does a lot of burst healing. When you've got everyone in a group, such as right there, you throw out your healing orb and it will heal almost everyone up to full, or at least get them to a point where you can then use your Biotic Grasp and heal them up a bit more. I only use my damage orb when I feel that either I need a little bit more damage will take care of it, another healer is taking care of the problem. If I'm ever solo healing, I basically only ever use healing orb. I don't use the damage orb or try to throw out and kill things with it unless I know it will take care of it or I don't need it. This is exactly why the triple tank and quad tank meta is so strong right now, is because of the healing orb. One of the biggest things that it does do is, since it gives that burst healing to multiple targets, it can build up your ultimate very quickly compared to the damage orb. When you're doing damage, you get your biggest boost from ultimate when you kill somebody, but the damage orb doesn't always guarantee a kill, but the healing orb will guarantee heals. Right there you just saw I went up from almost 30 to 60% just by throwing out the one healing orb. And here we're going to take a look at how the quad tank meta basically works. Right now, quad tank is really good for pushing into a point really hard and really fast, just the way we like it. Basically, you just have a D.Va, Zarya, Roadhog, Reinhardt are probably the best ones, mostly because they're really good at also protecting themselves. Reinhardt has a shield, of course. Zarya is able to bubble herself as well as bubble Reinhardt when he goes into a dive, when he goes into a charge, or bubble D.Va when she goes into dive the support, or dive the Widow, or just generally do D.Va things. She can keep herself alive with her own bubble. And then, of course, Roadhog is able to heal himself, which is a really big bonus, that he's able to kind of just take care of himself. He's able to hook people in, bring them towards D.Va and Reinhardt so they can do their damage, since they're effective at close range, as well as Zarya is able to do any meaty damage to him as well. The nice thing about Moira is that she's able to heal everyone in front of her, of course, and just burst out the healing. I mean, you see the match has already started. We've only been in it for about a minute, not even a minute. I'm already at 70% for my ult. Just threw out an orb, gained another 20% on my ult. It's going fantastic. The Lucio is also very important because he will speed boost you into the point, as well as his heals will do any extra top-off healing you need. And the last and most important part of Moira is her Coalescence. The nice thing about a quad triple tank system is that most of them will all stay together, so Coalescence is able to heal directly in front of you, of course, and heal up your tanks real quick and take care of business. Personally, I think that's the best way to play Moira. If you're doing that, it's all great. If you have any comments, concerns, you can leave them down the bottom. Like, subscribe, dislike, unsubscribe, don't unsubscribe, always subscribe, subscribe. And I'm going to try to put out more videos like this in the future. Thank you, and have a fantastic day.